Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sideshow Live. How's everyone doing today? We are doing excellent. It is not raining anymore, but it's still like cold, so it feels actually like sort of like winter or as close to winter as we get here in SoCal, so we are very excited. And we are here doing an exciting show today. We are going to show you the Stormtrooper premium format figure that we debuted during the 12 Days of Sideshow. No. Yes? No. Anyway, the new Stormtrooper premium format figure is here. We have the Taarna premium format figure that debuted at San Diego Comic-Con last year. She's awesome, and she's in the house. We are doing an unboxing of the Batman Arkham Knight 6 scale figure, and since we're unboxing it, we will be giving away that exact figure here. If you go to sideshow.com/live contest, you can enter for your chance to win the exact Batman Arkham Knight that we unbox on the show today. Then we will be closing our show with very special guest Olivia in the house and her Wonder Woman Amazon Warrior fine art print. Woo! So excited to have Olivia back. She is awesome. So get some good questions for her since we have her again, so we can ask all new things. So we have Kitty in the chats. We have Chicky in the chats. I think John Wick is like in and out of the chat, sort of, kind of. Yeah. So we have John Wick intermittently because you don't know when he's coming. Yeah. Anyway, so once again, there will be a Q&A with Olivia at the end of the show. So be sure to ask a lot of questions. Oh, he's here full time. Ooh, see, he just like shoots in and is like, I'm here now. That's what John Wick is all about, guys. Anyway, we have a featured collector this week. This is Christopher Rabideau. I apologize for the butchering of your name. Rabideau? Sure. Yeah.
Avengers, Star Wars.
Avengers and Star Wars.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's exciting. So, again, thank you so much, Christopher, for sharing your collection with us. We adore looking at all of your setups. So if you would like to be our featured collector, head on over to sideshow.com/blog, and you can be featured in the blog. You get a shout out on Sideshow Live. It's pretty exciting to be a featured collector, and we love seeing all of these featured collectors. So sideshow.com/blog, hit apply now, and you could be our next featured collector. Super excited. John Wick just sent me a message, and it says, I'm on the hunt. And I don't know what that means, but be afraid, guys. Be very afraid if you are in YouTube right now. Anyway, so we have some news, and it's all very exciting, and we're all like about it. This is a thing. It's an emotion. Yeah. Black Panther tickets went on sale on Monday, along with a new trailer that debuted during college football championships. I forget what that game is called, but it was the college football championships, Alabama, Georgia. Anyway, that's not what we were really there for Black Panther, like, let's be honest. So we hope that you guys all got your tickets because it sold out really quickly. Like, Fandango was a little bit slower, not like Star Wars crashing, but definitely slower, and it was tough out there. So hope you guys got your Black Panther tickets because it's about like a month and 6 days away. Not that I'm counting, but really excited for Black Panther here in the house. Did you guys all get tickets? No? Yes?
Yeah,
of course you did. Yeah. Of course Kitty got tickets.
For the weekend, like not
Not opening day?
No.
Oh. My local theater, sold out like almost instantly for opening day. So I was bummed.
Yeah, they said that the pre-sale for this one is like outpacing all the other Marvel films.
The pre-sales for this one are outpacing other Marvel films. Wow. That's exciting. To me, that just shows like the ramp up of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and like what it's doing for our culture, really, like geek culture. What? Wow, a lot of people have opening night tickets, and shout out to Jasmine Edwards, who it's her birthday week, and it's kind of like you get the ultimate birthday gift, a Marvel movie on your weekend. So that's really awesome. We also, in more Marvel news, Runaways had its season finale and has been picked up for season 2. Woo-hoo. If you guys are watching that, if you guys aren't watching that, like, this is the whole reason to get a Hulu subscription is Runaways. It's so good. Some of the shots are directly from the comic, and it's so good, you guys. I can't even gush enough about it. I don't know how they found those actors who are exactly the characters in the comic book. It's just so well done. Also, The Gifted got a season 2 pickup as well. I have it all on my DVR, but I haven't started it yet. I know that John Wick watches Gifted. Does anybody else watch Gifted?
I have it all taped.
Yeah, I have it all on my DVR, but I guess I prioritized Runaways. Sorry, Gifted, but it's like one of the most watched shows on TV right now. So, and I heard it's really good. Plus, Polaris is in it, or is it actually Polaris? I don't know. I saw a spoiler that it's Polaris, and so I need to watch that. Anyway, and then everyone's talking about Legion. Legion's also really good, but when does that come back? Is that coming back? Anyway.
Yeah, it got picked up for season 2 as well.
That's crazy. Anyway, so lots of new Marvel TV coming at you. Besides, obviously, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it's huge. We also got very excited yesterday when it was announced that Millie Bobby Brown will be playing Enola Holmes in a movie, and that's just really cool. I know we don't really have Stranger Things or like Sherlock Holmes stuff, but we just all really liked that in The Office, so we wanted to throw it out there. So, wow, that was a lot of news. We are going to show you a quick video, and when we come back, the Stormtrooper premium format figure will be right here next to me. So you're watching Sideshow Live, and we will be right back. Sorry, I have a tendency to read the comments because I can see them during the break. I try to pay attention to you guys while I'm on live, but I'll read the comments during the break, and I see people getting excited and saying characters that they want to see coming up in Legion or Runaways or Gifted so that's really exciting. You guys have awesome tastes. This is the Stormtrooper premium format figure. It's a prototype of him. It's very, very cool looking. He's mixed media, so he has fabric elements and sculpted elements. And his exclusive is this awesome Han Solo swap out portrait. So you can have a boring conversation with your, that's one of, I can tell you that's one of my all-time favorite moments in any of the Star Wars films. I'm fine, how are you? And then just shoots at boring conversation anyway. Luke, we're gonna have company. That moment is just so epically amazing. So I'm so excited to show you guys the Stormtrooper that is Han Solo. It is really, really cool. Anyway, his fabric elements include his holster, his belt, and his undersuit. He comes on a Death Star themed base. He is based on the Stormtroopers from the original trilogy. His collector's edition is the Stormtrooper helmet. His exclusive edition is the Han Solo portrait, and he is available for pre-order tomorrow between noon and 3 p.m. So if you want to RSVP to be the first to know when he's available, you can go to sideshow.com/Stormtrooper. That is sideshow.com/Stormtrooper. So, wow, I'm excited about this one, to be honest. Really, really cool looking Stormtrooper premium format figure. Anyway, haha. He is a little over 18 inches. I would say 18 and an eighth or a quarter maybe. Yeah. Yeah, 18 between an eighth and a quarter. I don't know how to do fraction conversion. I'm not a math person, so somewhere in between there. But that is, and then in terms of shelf space, he's probably going to take up about 9.5 inches one way and about 9 the other way. So I'm just not even going to try like that. He's like 9.5 by 9 in terms of the shelf space you need for him. Anyway, again, pre-orders tomorrow, sideshow.com/Stormtrooper for you to RSVP. If you RSVP for any of our products, you will be the first to know when they go up for pre-order. So if there's something you're really, really excited about, you're going to want to RSVP for it. So that way you get that email in your inbox that tells you right away when something goes live for pre-order on our site. We are going to show you another video, and when we come back, we have the Taarna premium format figure to give a little shout out to. You're watching Sideshow Live. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Sideshow Live. We have the Taarna premium format figure here. Now, you guys are all going to have to help me out because I never watched heavy metal, so all of the Taarna knowledge I have is like about this figure on these notes or what I have read by Googling Taarna. I have heard she doesn't talk.
No, she does not.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, okay. So she does not talk, but she is from the heavy metal movie, and she's from the final segment of the heavy metal movie where, like I guess there's like an object that's passed throughout the universe, and then she's part of the end result of that. I haven't watched the movie, and I apologize for that, but you all can help me by giving me some more information, and it doesn't stop me from being able to tell you that this premium format is beautiful. Just, I'm going to give her a little turnaround for you. Is that okay, Jimmy? I'm going to start to turn her. Her ombre hair is crazy cool looking. Like how it starts like this grayish color and goes into white. Just, wow. And from everything that I saw while Googling her, her costume is very accurate. Whoa. Whoa. Her scar, like her cuts are pretty crazy realistic looking. It really looks open. Anyway, this is the hyper-realistic version of Taarna from the movie. She is over 22 inches tall, which I will measure in just a second. This sword that she has right here is actually a metal sword. These valves on her base are metal valves. So that's how she becomes a mixed media statue. Sorry, I'm gonna do like a weird thing, and I want to touch because this is not fabric. I thought it was. Sorry. That's really, really cool. I love when something like you think it's fabric and then you touch it and then it's not, or like you think it's sculpted and it's fabric. Like I love that, like how talented everybody on the team is. Her exclusive is that her hand holding, it's a swap out hand holding a necklace.
And that's technically called the Talisman of the Barbarian Warlord.
The Talisman of the Barbarian Warlord. Is that the object that's like going through that movie?
No. That's a thing called the Lochnar.
Okay.
Lochnar, that's something different.
Okay, so this is the Talisman of the Barbarian Warlord. Crazy. All right, I'm going to put this here. And then I'm going to move it so it can sit right like here. Weird severed hand. Yeah, just knowing very little about heavy metal or nothing at all, I just think that this is a gorgeous piece of artwork where sometimes you see just a piece of art, like a sculpture or something, that it doesn't matter whether or not you know the backstory. I just saw that and was like, wow, who is she? She is amazing. I told you I would measure. So here, she's on a turn, like a little turn thing. So she is over 22 inches tall. She's about 22 and a half. like 3/8, 22 and 3/8. I'm getting really specific with you guys. She's available for pre-order tomorrow. That's crazy. So sideshow.com/heavy metal. Again, if you're just wowed by this figure as I am, and we all were at San Diego Comic-Con, you are going to want to RSVP for her, and that's at sideshow.com/heavy metal. So yeah, someone's like, it for sure makes me want to know more about heavy metal. This definitely makes me want to know more about heavy metal. So again, we have another video to show you, and when we come back, we'll be unboxing the Arkham Knight Batman and giving him away. So you're watching Sideshow Live. We'll be right back. Hey everyone! This is like, you know what, the thing is, I can't really pick. I almost said this is my favorite part of the show, the unboxing, but I don't think that's necessarily true because I love seeing things for the first time. I love showing you guys things for the first time. I love doing these turnarounds. So one of my several favorite parts of the show is the unboxing, which I will do right now. This is the Batman Arkham Knight 6-scale figure. It's actually a little bit different in terms of boxes than most of the Hot Toys figures we unbox, because this has this like window, and usually we have like the slide off element, so it's kind of cool to have like this magnetic window. So if you are one of those people who leaves your figures in the box, you can leave your figure in the box. Yeah, see, click. So let's just get right into it because I enjoy this. So remember, you guys, if you want to win this exact Batman, you can go to sideshow.com/live contest and enter for your chance to win. Ooh, he has one of those backdrops. Ooh. And it's Gotham with the bat signal because he has been called. He's been summoned by Commissioner Gordon. Ooh, this is really cool. I won't open it to preserve whoever is going to win this. Ooh, oh my God. As you would expect, this Batman comes with a lot of goodies because, you know, where does he get those wonderful toys? So we have like a tray of bat gadgets right here, including batarangs and grappling hooks and all of these good stuff. I have a list, so I'll read it off a little bit later, but I will put that right there for now while I get Batman out of his box. He has instructions on the bottom, folks. So be sure to, whoever wins this, or if you would like to purchase him, he is available at sideshow.com/Arkham Knight. That's sideshow.com/Arkham Knight. But you're gonna be, you need to read the instructions, everyone. Please read your instructions. Ooh, he's heavy. Okay, hold on. He has some weight to him. Oh, that's the cape. Okay. Cape. And there went all his hands. And his face. Oh no. Ooh.
It's like a projector screen.
Yeah.
Gauntlet.
I love it. And his swap out. And here are all his hands. You'd think I'd never unboxed anything before because I just was like, blop, and then everything fell out. There we go, cape. You do as you're told. Oh my gosh, this cape. This is a Batman cape. Oh my gosh, it's posable and it's like, okay, can you get this? Hold on. Look at this. Come on, it just keeps going. But like, look at the texture on it. It swaps out the different types of, it reflects differently. Like it's smooth and it's textured at the same time. Can you even see that? You can? Okay, good. Because this is really cool. Oh, wow.
You can do some cool like open cape
poses with like open cape poses because there are wires in it. So you can pose it. Look at that. That's his entire wingspan right there. It's almost the bat signal. Like, look at that. That's the bat signal. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This piece is so cool. And again, I'm so impressed with like the engineering that goes behind everything that like, I thought he was metal, but he's not metal. It's just like a shiny material that obviously is posable since he's a 6-scale figure and crazy heavy to make it seem like metal, like a tactile suit. All right, he stands on his own, it looks like. So let's just go through. He comes with all the, oh look, one fist stayed put. Good job, fist. Ooh, and then here's his little projection. Is this Barbara? Oracle? It looks like Oracle. It looks like Oracle. I think it's Oracle. Somebody tell me that I'm wrong. Anyway, so from the video game Batman Arkham Knight specifically, he has 2 interchangeable facial expressions, angry and neutral. So I think that's neutral and this is angry. So Batman is neutral until he's angry. That's actually, that tracks. I agree with that. He has 30 points of articulation on this body, 8 pairs of interchangeable gloved hands, including fists, gripping hands, batarang hands, and accessory hands. He has 1 highly detailed and meticulously tailored, multi-layered, multi-textured batsuit. Whew! Try saying that over and over again. That's nuts. Anyway, but yeah, that explains why I'm so crazy impressed with this batsuit, because it is multi-layered and multi-textured. Anyway, black leather-like cape, so it's not leather, guys. Don't worry. No one worry. It's faux. A golden-colored utility belt, a pair of black gauntlets with silver accents, a pair of black boots with silver accents, and here we go with 2 batarangs, 1 grapnel gun, 1 explosive gel, 1 disruptor gun, 1 freeze grenade, 1 line launcher, 1 voice synthesizer, 1 voice synthesizer, I was going to mess up at some point, and 1 gauntlet projector screen, which I assume is this. It has a specially designed figure stand with backdrop and the video game's logo on the stand. So again, he's available right now no, he's shipping, right? That's why he's here, because he's shipping, right? Yeah. So go to sideshow.com/Arkham Knight and get one for yourself, because this is a really cool Batman figure. If you are any sort of Batman fan at all, you're going to want to have this version in your collection. Like I feel like he's entering like the Arkham video game trilogy. It's still only a trilogy, right? There's still only 4. What's the 4th one? Origins. Okay. See, I don't play video games, but I really like watching this one being played. So I haven't watched Origin being played, but I have watched all 3 of the other ones being played. Anyway, I feel like these video games are entering like the classic Batman type. Like if you're going to do a timeline of everything Batman, he's kind of entering that status of classics. Am I wrong? No. Everyone's like, yeah, okay.
We've got a couple questions in Facebook.
Sure.
Does he include shark repellent?
Because he's not the Adam West version or the Lego version. What other versions have shark repellent? I think only those 2. Did he ever have it in like the animated series? I don't think he had it in Tim Burton's or Chris Nolan's. So it really depends on the Batman as to what comes with it, right? Anyway. So he does not come with shark repellent. That's my long-winded answer for that one. Yeah. That's the only question? I thought you said couple questions.
A couple questions about the shark repellent.
Oh, there's more questions about shark repellent. See? Okay, guys. No, I'm sorry. He doesn't come with shark repellent. I'm sorry. I ruined your line of questioning. Did I mention that you can win this one?
Tell us about it, Susan.
You can win this one at sideshow.com/live contest. This exact one. It's really cool. I say that every week.
Gauntlet screen is so cool.
I know. Okay, so like I know I say this every week because there's so much, like there isn't anything I don't like here coming through, but this one has impressed me. Impressive. Anyway, Batman punched a shark in Arkham City. Fair. So now we have to ask, where's the shark repellent, guys? Maybe the shark repellent are his fists. Yeah? Yeah. All right, and with that, we are going to take you to another video, and when we come back, we will finally have Olivia on, who's been very patient, and we will be talking about Wonder Woman, the Amazon Warrior fine art print. You're watching Sideshow Live. We will be right back. Hey everyone! Hi Olivia!
Hello!
You're back! We haven't scared you.
Again.
How are you doing?
I'm great.
Great. I love your hat.
Thank you.
It's amazing. I said it when you came in, so I just like, it's just so cute. Anyway, so you are here to talk about your Wonder Woman Amazon Warrior fine art print. This is your third Wonder Woman piece?
Yes.
Yes. And how was doing this one different? Like, how did you approach it differently? Or
Actually, she was the first one.
Really? That is so cool.
She was the first one, and
was it meant to be in No Man's Land? Like that part where she's fighting by herself?
this is based, I think, on the first movie with
Batman vs Superman.
There wasn't much reference. The new movie hadn't come out yet, so so it was from a shot where she's she's fighting, obviously, or in some hellish condition.
I love her expression in this one because you've done so many.
It was fun. It was fun to do.
It's capturing a different. Yeah, it's like a different moment in her story that you've told right here. So that's really amazing. Just a reminder for you guys: any questions you have for Olivia, we are taking them. So you guys can ask her some stuff too. We've had her on the show a few times talking about Wonder Woman. So let me just talk about this print really quickly. It is a limited edition of 275, a 17.5 by 21 fine art G-clay print. It is double embossed by Ozone Studio and Sideshow Collectibles, and the framed version will be available first for pre-order this Friday, January 12th, between noon and 3 p.m. If supplies last, we will put up the unframed version on Monday, January 15th between noon and 3 p.m. So to RSVP, go to sideshow.com/Amazon Warrior. And if you want to be like completely up to date with everything happening on the art print program, you're going to want to go to facebook.com/Sideshow Art Prints, because then we tell you everything first. And this is hand signed, I believe?
Oh, always.
Always, always. That's awesome. So we just wanted to talk to you about, like, you have your LA art show coming up. So what are you showing there?
Actually, it's a variant of the Queen's Embrace.
That's awesome.
It's funny. I bet you didn't know about that.
Yeah, it's not like I asked that question on purpose at all.
So the original is there at the Copro Gallery in Little Utopia, part of the LA art show. This starting, I think, on Wednesday to Sunday.
Wow.
Or maybe it's Thursday to Sunday. Can't remember. anyhow.
You'll be there.
I'll be there, and go see. It's one of the queens.
That's so
Queen's
cool.
Embrace, so.
Is it the original painting?
It's second. I did a study. A lot of times I do a lot of studies, and it's a variant. It's very close, but it's different.
Awesome.
A little different.
Oh, that's so
A
cool.
little nuanced, but it's pretty. It's a pretty painting.
Someone's asking if you ever use digital tools or if everything's done practically with your paintings.
Everything is done by hand. I can't think of anything that I've done digitally on these paintings, except for when I'm doing the printing. You have to adjust some of the color.
Now, I heard you
So that-
do your own printing.
Yes,
That's awesome.
Joel and I do our own printing, so we really have to adjust the colors, or sometimes it's hard to get the exact colors, and that's about the only time I'm winding up on Photoshop to get the right balance.
Oh, that's amazing.
But no, I don't work digitally yet. I
Yeah.
don't know. It's not out of the question, and there's nothing wrong with it, but I haven't learned it yet.
So then what do you do with these original paintings?
We sell them. We just sold the first one that was up. We sold that at Heritage Auctions last month. It did nicely.
That's awesome. Very cool.
Very happy
And
about
would
that.
you like to say your website again, where people can buy these originals? Olivia.com.
Yeah,
Yes. I was
Olivia.
thinking, Joe, it's not the auctions.com.
Olivia.
No, okay.
It's Olivia.
Olivia.com, yeah. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm just really.
Josh signed on that. Sorry.
Jordan likes your hat. The
Thank
hat's
you,
a big
Jordan.
hit. Everyone likes the hat.
Thank you.
Josh on Facebook wants to know how much underpainting do you use in the process for getting these together?
What is underpainting? I don't know what that is.
I think that in there is a video that goes along with this, and you'll see that I started this one pretty much with markers, and I worked. I didn't do an underpainting, which would be like the Hella piece. If you saw the video on that, it had color on the bottom, and I worked on top of it. And this one I started in a different direction. I don't know. Sometimes I get frustrated and nervous about a piece, and sometimes I just get it on the board, so I just stop thinking about it.
That's awesome.
I have to start working on it, otherwise I'll go crazy. It's an anxiety thing. I'm getting anxious thinking about
You
it.
shouldn't.
Give me a board.
Just she'll paint out all the
gotta paint
anxiety. Yeah. How long does it take you on average to paint a piece?
Oh God. Well, I'd say that sometimes a week to 2 weeks maybe, but I started a lot of Wonder Woman at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the same pieces that became prints for Sideshow. They kind of develop as I figure out what she's like. It takes me getting used to her face and trying to find other information on her face. I mean, at the time, a W magazine spread came out, and so I had more pictures of her.
Oh.
So, I mean, you saw her in that film with Batman and Superman, but there wasn't that much of her. And so the new movie was ahead of me, and I was just trying to piece together her. So
That's awesome, though. That's really cool.
when I saw her in the new movie, I mean, she was so beautiful, and she was so incredible, and I mean, really such a delight to watch. So, I mean, I hopefully I'll do some more pieces of her with reference from the Wonder Woman movie.
Man, I love this one so much.
She's really great. She's really a star.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some people on Facebook are asking if you would revisit the No Man's Land scene and do a painting of that one.
The one where
Is
it's
No
the
Man's
the
Land.
trench, and then she gets out of the trench and walks all by herself through all the bullets flying at her.
So
Yeah.
that was the movie after I
Uh-huh.
painted
Mhm.
that. So.
Yeah.
No Man's Land, huh?
That's also the if you have the Wonder Woman
That's
soundtrack
funny.
on like Spotify or something, just play that
No
track.
Man's Land.
Just play the No Man's Land track, and you'll be like, you feel like you can do anything. That's just my opinion, because it starts out like all kind of slow because she's in the trench and they're talking, and then she gets out and the music changes. It's crazy.
Basically, the beginning of the movie, she's in no man's land.
Yeah, that's.
Come on, be specific.
Oh my God, that's
lot of no man's
absolutely
land.
true. Oh my gosh. B&E Outdoors wants to know, if you could sit down with any artist, past or present, who would you choose and why?
Oh my God, there's just too many. I've
like,
been
what
always
style?
asked this question.
Yeah.
There's too many. From ranging from old illustration, from old masters to contemporary. 1950s.
All of them.
I can't choose
All of them.
because the process. Actually, we all share a lot of similarities, and it's always, I think what's interesting about almost all artists is that we are similar in the process, the creative process. I think.
That's awesome.
I was being sure there for a moment, then I got shaky halfway through, and by the end, I totally negated it.
Well, so I've seen a couple questions come through about what's coming up next. So,
I've signed the paper, so I can't say.
but I can show.
I'm not allowed to say a word now.
But I can
Under
show
law,
the first look
I'm not allowed
at
to
this.
say. Oh, that.
Yeah, I was like, you're allowed to
Okay.
talk about the thing
allowed
I'm
to talk
holding.
about this. This is one of my absolute favorites, the Michelle Pfeiffer. This is Chat Noir, and and it is just vicious. I love her.
I'm so
She is just my favorite. So I pieced together a couple of the pictures together of her hands framing her face, and it's wicked.
Yes, it is.
Wicked sexy.
She really is. Oh my gosh. I was really hoping that you'd come back to Michelle Pfeiffer at some point, because
I
you did
will.
those two pieces early on.
She's one of my favorite characters, so she's so batshit crazy.
Yeah, she's
Am I allowed to
amazing.
say that?
Yeah, sure.
batshit crazy. And she's,
You are now.
Twice. And she was just so incredible in that role, and she's a dream to paint.
Oh my gosh.
Again, reference is always hard because they didn't take her character that serious back then. They didn't take great pictures of her. So,
Yeah, I was looking for even just video files of her the other day, and I just couldn't find any except the
Yeah,
one
they're
whip
horrible.
one.
Yeah.
And then it's like totally pixelated, and it was upsetting. Yeah.
It is upsetting, yeah.
But,
But what a face, what a character, what an actress, and what a role they gave her.
So at the Golden Globes this year, like Michael Keaton was there and Michelle Pfeiffer was there, and I was like, why are they not presenting together? Missed opportunity, especially because like it was the 25th anniversary of this movie last year.
Was it?
Yep.
Yeah. And I painted three of the ladies. There was Gal Gadot was there, Margot Robbie, and Michelle, and I was like, okay. I painted all three of those ladies.
And they all looked so perfect.
I did.
So yes, we are showing you all the first look at Le Chat Noir. Chat Noir. Oh.
And that is coming in February.
Coming in February. Okay, thank you. I did not know that. I just she's my favorite of all.
She's actually my favorite too.
I love it. So Sari would like to know if you ever do screen printing, since you print your own stuff.
I've tried it a few times. I haven't been too successful at. You mean like lithography, old-fashioned lithography,
I think so.
or silk screen? I don't know how to do it.
There you go.
I'm still trying to learn a lot of things. As I go test it, I've been in his class trying to learn ZBrush.
Oh,
But
wow.
the minute I leave, I forget. So that isn't going so well. And let me say, no, I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn it all.
So you're just like growing your craft all the time.
Well, that's what a career in art does. And over 40 years, I'm still learning things on the painting. And working with Sideshow has given me a whole new opening to working in a different way. So, it's exciting. It keeps you alive, is to keep learning and solving problems that built on all the experience you've had.
Everyone's asking if you'll do Star Wars. Like, I've seen at least 3 people ask about doing Star Wars.
Doesn't matter. I'm not allowed to say anything.
Even if she is, she can't tell you.
I signed a paper a couple weeks ago that says, "Shut up."
That's awesome. Jasmine Edwards wants to know how many different versions, like you said that this was your first Wonder Woman and then you did others. How many versions of a character do you do before you decide on which one you want to give us or decide to print or decide to sell?
Anxiety makes me create a lot of images. So I tend to overproduce, and then we see which one stands out.
Like with Hella.
That's how it works with me. Yeah.
If you guys
I did a
tuned in, or if you want to watch when Olivia was here in November, she brought out all these different versions of Hella that she had gone through in order to get to Hella.
To Hella.
It was really cool. There's like specific moments that you capture in the movie, but
you're
also
not quite
just
sure.
portraits.
Yeah.
Like it's really, really cool.
And I'm working with reference, so there's a limited, it's not like I can choose exactly what moment, create a whole new moment. I'm working with the actual reproduction of a actress's face, so I need the reference. So I have to stick to,
because you can't
I can't make it up. I'm not that kind of an artist.
Uh-huh.
I really admire those who can, but I'm not that.
Yeah.
Michael on Facebook wants to know if you've ever scrapped a project if you've gotten fresh reference, better reference.
Have I ever scrapped?
Like
started a project over if when you started the project you had limited reference, but then a couple weeks or a month later you got better reference.
That's never happened. Fresh reference doesn't come in. You spend most of your days going through dead sources of reference that is just strip your soul. You go, oh my God, I have to come up with something, and this is what I'm dealing with. And usually it's almost pixelated. You have to there's so much missing.
Yeah.
And you have to fill in everything.
Good question, Michael.
But my experience with pinup teaches me that less is more, so it works for me. Making it work.
That is a really great segue into Batman Statue Collector wants to know, do you enjoy your pinup work or the pop culture work more?
I've had so many, it's not a more, it's that I've had so many years of pinup work, and I consider this an extension of that. And the pinup work isn't totally gone. I mean, I'll be doing more of it. It's just that it's going to wind up combined with superheroes, and the pinup world and the superhero world, not much different. Everybody's wearing these sexy little outfits. They're all tying each other up and beating. They're wearing masks. It's very kinky.
That's awesome.
Not that different.
Has coming here and being around sculptors, have you ever sculpted? Do you want to try sculpting?
And my hands won't let me. It requires strength, and then I need the time. And, I'm always working, and so the closest I've come to sculpting is at Igo's class.
That's awesome.
It would be, if I could remember.
I love that every time Olivia comes on the show, she has paint on her somewhere.
Yeah, I know.
And it's amazing because it's just like that's a pro. Like she's in her work and it's there. Awesome.
We have Bevan Archer on Facebook wanted to...
Hi, Bevan.
She was talking about seeing your Betty Wonder Woman piece that you've been working on.
We've seen it.
Oh,
here.
that was done just for Christmas. I can't do anything with it because it's Betty and Wonder Woman. Those are 2 licenses. I'm part of the Betty world, so I can get that license. It's the other one combined. It's just a Christmas gift.
She loves
That's
it.
all.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I think Bevan owns the original to that, the Chat Noir. I'm not mistaken.
The Chat
He
Noir.
owns the
Wow.
original,
See,
yeah.
someone was asking if this is
Yeah.
the original. This is not. This is a.
Yeah.
It just lays. The original is a painting. And speaking of other work, we hear you have a 2018 calendar as well that you can talk about.
That's sold out.
Oh, it's sold out? Okay,
Sold
we
out.
can't talk about that because
talk
you
about-
can't have
Plus,
it.
it's 2018.
Yeah.
But speaking
Time's
of
up.
2018, we've got a question. Do you have a New Year's resolution?
It was such a rough New Year's.
Oh no.
I know. I can't even think. I just want to constantly work, change. I mean, it's my same resolution. No fear, and don't, the word, I'll clean it up, don't screw up. And so I charge forward every year with the same thoughts in mind. I don't make resolutions. I just keep working. So
That's amazing. I love that. Just charge forward. That's such a great resolution.
charge.
If you
This
got
is the place to charge. Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Now, you are on social media. You have Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and I believe all of them are Olivia Pinup Art.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
my, don't make me. Yeah.
Yes. No, that's why I looked at Joel. I was like, yes, Olivia Pinup Art.
He doesn't
Yeah.
remember. He's not on it. Shit.
That's what I tag every
Yeah.
time I have to tag you. So I hope that's
Olivia Pinup Art, Facebook and Instagram and Twitter.
you. She's fantastic. It's so cool, and following her on social media is awesome because you do your own socials, so you see all of her personality come through as
Oh
well.
boy.
Well, do we have any more questions coming through?
Armand wants to know if you are on the convention circuit, and if so, which is your next convention?
Well, I always at Comic-Con in San Diego, and where are we going?
Nothing's settled for sure yet right now.
I don't know.
Up in the air. Usually, LA Art Show that we said.
Oh,
yes,
that's right,
LA Art Show.
What would I do without you guys? Thank you. Thank you all.
Olivia.com.
Robert says his daughter likes your glasses and says they're shaped like cat eyes, so you're real life Catwoman.
That's right. I'm in disguise.
You can't give away your
That's right.
secret identity. That's amazing. Well, is that all we have for Olivia?
What? No more questions?
Come on!
I'm going to question
10
you guys.
20 people saying we love you. We love
Yeah,
you.
everybody keeps saying we love you, and then everyone keeps giving suggestions as to who you should paint next. So that's...
I'm working.
Yeah, she's working,
I'm on
and
it.
like
I'm
she
on it.
said, she
And I'll
signed
be
a
back.
paper. She
That's
can't
right.
tell you, but she'll be back.
I'm not allowed. They have
Yeah.
a torture room in the back.
We do.
They do.
This
They
just
make
all
you
got
paint.
awkward.
They make you sculpt. They don't have any windows. Oh, that's actually how it really is, isn't it? No windows. They keep you down
And
there.
it kind of looks like
It's
a
kind of
dungeon.
good. It looks like a
'cause it's all
dungeon, yeah.
dark.
That's right. I'm not supposed to give away those secrets.
Have you ever painted Elvira?
Yes, I have. I actually painted her topless for Playboy.
Did you use a life model?
No, she refused to put on. It's the costume. I mean, it's a lot of work for her to get. We're old friends, and it's a lot of work for her to get all that gear on. So, you know.
So she just
look,
didn't.
I didn't.
Everyone's asking for me to hold up Catwoman because we'd all rather see Catwoman. Let's be honest.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, this is so gorgeous. When I was told that this was here and that we could show it, I got so excited. It's so cool. Have you ever collaborated with any other artists, or is everything just you?
I have, and I can't remember. Wait, let me think. Who's got? I can't
Joel's just
remember.
laughing in the corner.
Well, you're of no use. Did I do any here? I can't remember.
Robert
You know.
from Facebook wants to know if you painted any Game of Thrones characters. No?
I know that Igo must be poking you to do it.
Yeah, well,
Paper!
Yeah.
no, I haven't. I haven't started or done it. I haven't done anything yet.
You guys might not know this about Dave Igo, but he's obsessed with Game of Thrones, like kind of maybe to like an unhealthy degree.
Well, I watch it with, he has a little gathering, and we watch it at his place, and we have what's his name, Catcher, Dan Catcher, who created the dragon. So it's all exciting. We geek out there.
That's
watch
awesome.
it. And you're not allowed to even breathe because Igo gets violent.
That's amazing.
Sam from Facebook wants to know what you're painting for fun, and talk about the things that you're not constricted by that piece of paper that you signed. What other things are you working on?
Well, the Betty piece was that. The Betty piece was a Christmas piece that I did just for fun because I can't really go anywhere. So I mean, I paint Betty. I don't know what I do for fun. Just being able to see a work of art come to my realization of what I viewed as it.
I'm coming back.
I didn't abandon you.
Oh,
It's just the Betty piece happened to be in house. So for those of you who haven't seen it,
this is fun. You know, I just wanted to try Betty as Wonder Woman. That was, you know, I sat down and did a quick watercolor and fun. What is that word? I don't know. You know, it's not familiar to me. I've forgotten.
God, oh, that's so cool.
Lindsay from Facebook wants to know if you use your dog for inspiration and if he's shown up in any of your paintings.
He's part of my paintings. That's the thing about an artist and their muse, their dogs, their animals. The hair, everything is in the painting.
So if you own an original.
You own an original, that dog is in there. He's underneath the table snoring at all times. He's with me every minute of the day.
That's amazing.
I mean, it's... Yeah, he's in there. You know, when I work for Playboy, pugs aren't sexy. So, you know, you're just, yeah, I know. He's kind of the antithesis of pinup. So I'm doing all these sexy ladies, you know, it's so serious. Then I've got my pug. He's just sitting there with legs spread, tongue out, snoring, snotting, snuffling. Yeah.
That's amazing. Do you work... Like is this the size of the actual?
It's a little bit bigger.
Piece?
It's
Yeah.
That one's on paper, done in watercolor pinup style. So you know when I showed the video on my Instagram site.
See, this is why
and
you follow
it's fast.
her.
I'm doing a lot of that, but the big pieces are hard to film like that because you know there's a lot of like, damn, I'm going in the wrong direction. And then the whole thing changes so much. It's too much time trying to get another eye in there that's watching you. You know, it's intimidating trying to work with the eyeball, even though I control it. I guess I don't trust myself. I think I'm just gonna like blow the whole thing and just show me freaking out.
That's
Bang my head up.
though that would actually be funny because you do like the time lapse, so it'd be like painting really fast, and then
That's
and then
right.
painting.
That's
painting.
right. Well, I tried regular motion. It's really boring. It's really boring. So watching paint dry.
Literally. Yeah. Jamie in YouTube wants to know, do you have a favorite medium to work in? Because you mentioned this was done in watercolor
Watercolor and gouaches was most of the pinups were done in, and the pieces that I'm doing now are all acrylic. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm working with now. I'd love to do oils, but then again, it's the learning curve, the time. I worked in it like 50 years ago, and I can't remember the chemistry of it. You know this.
But it's an evolution.
Yeah,
of your work.
I get around to it.
That's awesome.
You've inspired people to look for the Elvira issue.
Glad I could inspire you all to hunt through Playboys looking for the Elvira issue.
That's amazing. Have you ever done any comic book covers?
No. When?
That
That's my
answers the
question.
follow-up question was, would you like to?
Sure.
That would be amazing. I would get that variant.
Yeah.
That would be an excellent variant.
I'm waiting.
Oh, if you guys are watching, come on. We have her number. So how do you decide on a color palette? Like, does the character dictate the palette, or how?
Well, the Court of the Dead has a specific green that seems to be in that world. This is a green, a seafoam,
Ethereal.
a sick.
They call it ethereal.
Yeah, ethereal. Oh, sorry, ethereal green. And so
I know the color.
You have to have that. You have to have that.
So,
I start there and then move around it. And then there's usually a lot of blood on this, so the red and orange comes in. I try to knit them all in. And then the ladies are sometimes bone colored or green or blue. So I don't know, you just try to meet.
So the answer is sometimes it does. Because sometimes you have, like, when is Wonder Woman's costume not red? Like, even a different shade, but she's red. Yeah, that makes sense.
What are we talking about? I forgot.
Color palettes.
Oh, okay.
And then someone's asking about the dimensions of the Wonder Woman piece, and I apologize, that's on me. It is 17.5 by 21 inches, and it's a fine art giclée print.
The original will be selling at Heritage in February or May. It's a big original.
How big is the original?
Oh, 50 feet. No, I don't know. How big is it? It's not that big.
Like 24 by 30?
As far as my hand could reach, because I know I was like reaching across the top.
Wow, that's awesome.
I painted bigger pictures, but I can't handle it now. Working on it.
But even the queen is really, like, she's long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's about.
Yeah, she's like.
Let me see, how long does. Okay.
No, she's like this. That's awesome.
Get your tape measure out. I love when you do that.
Yeah?
Just
Here.
No, look, I worked.
We're not measuring anything.
I worked for Playboy too many years. Please put that away.
Awesome. Well, do you do anything besides characters? Have you ever painted like landscapes or?
No. Oh, well, there's one painting I did for my mother 50 years ago, and that was all flowers.
Oh, I love that.
That's when I wasn't sure where I was going, you know. And they paid a lot of bills, so I had to come home with something from art school. So they got flowers, they got paintings from like National Geographic photographs and stuff like that. So
Jason on Facebook wants to know if you've ever had something that ruined a painting, like something falling on the painting or leaking on the painting or crushing a painting.
Or the dog running.
Does he have that painting? No. Well, has that happened? I think after I can't think of anything. Has that happened years ago? Maybe there was a fire in a New York place where a few pieces got smoke colored, but that was like too long ago.
Anxiety.
Okay, so the answer is no. And during the fire season, those 2 weeks, we did spend a lot of our time just waiting to take everything off the walls and throw them into the car to head off together. Yeah. So. Yeah, I mean, you always hear about, like, Rockwell had a fire and he lost a lot. I mean, you hear about those studio fires eventually. You know, everything goes up in flames.
That's heartbreaking to me.
It's heartbreaking. You go, oh no. So.
Wow. Well, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you. Guys. Happy New Year to you all.
Happy New Year. Yay. Awesome. Well, we don't have a video break, so if you want, you can just.
I'm leaving.
Okay, bye. Bye. Olivia's amazing. I love every single time she comes on the show. I have a winner to announce, and that is from last week's Han Solo Stormtrooper Disguise 6-scale figure, and the winner of that is Joe Lastoria from Canada. Woohoo! Congratulations, Joe! That is awesome. We got a Canadian. So those who say we don't have international winners, ask Joe if we do. We had such an incredible show today. I'm going to be stealing this. I won't, I promise. But Olivia was on the show, as you just saw. She was awesome, answering all of our questions and talking about the Wonder Woman Amazon Warrior fine art print. And by the way, that goes on sale Friday, framed, and then unframed on Monday. Facebook.com/Sideshow Art Prints. That's where you get all the information about the art print program. And to RSVP for this one specifically, you're going to want to go to Sideshow.com/Amazon Warrior. We took a look at the Taarna premium format figure. We took a look at the Stormtrooper premium format figure. We unboxed the Batman Arkham Knight 6-scale figure, and you can win him at Sideshow.com/live contest. Oh man, what a great show. What a great way to like really get this going. We had a great show last week. We had 2 shows last week, and then we have this show, and now we're going to head on over to Instagram where you can join Kitty in the after party, where she'll be showing you all the stuff that's been behind me the whole time that we haven't talked about, that's new. And it's the first time you see it like up close with Kitty on Instagram. Head on over to Instagram. That's Sideshow Collectibles is our Instagram tag. So remember to keep up to date with us by going to sideshow.com/notify. It'll tell you everything that you need to know on how to be notified when we go live. So if you want to see when we go live on Periscope or YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, are those the only 4 places we go live? I think we go live on random other ones as well. I don't know.
Maybe Twitch?
John Wick controls all that stuff, and he's like a mastermind. I'm pretty sure John Wick is also Neo, like maybe Morpheus. I don't know how we do all that. He's definitely an atomic blonde. That's all I really know for sure about the guy. He's the man in the chair. He's our oracle. He knows all. So thank you guys all for watching. We will be back same time next week. Maybe same place. We don't know. So we're getting a new studio at some point, but same time, maybe same place. Definitely Sideshow HQ somewhere in the building. And guys, don't forget to let your geek side show. Thank you all for watching. We'll be back next week. Join us on Instagram.
Hey everyone. Welcome back to How to Be a Poser. Today we're going to talk about presence and how the design of a character can combine with an actor's performance to give you everything you need to hit the pose you're looking for. To do that, we'll be using the Hot Toys Yoda 6-scale figure. Let's get started. Okay, here's Yoda, still in his box, exactly the way he's going to come to you. Look at this gorgeous Force-wielding portrait. Really looking forward to using that today. So many accessories, way too many to name. Pretty much anything that you're going to need to recreate any scene from Dagobah. Looking forward to seeing what I can do with this guy. Let's roll. Okay, here's Yoda, and he looks fantastic. Look at this. Such a fantastic sculpt. 2 fantastic sculpts side by side. We're going to use this one today, I think, and have him levitating a few things. When I pull his head off of Yoda, I want to do it without damaging this hair, because I would like to use this head sculpt again. It seems like the best way to apply force would be to grip just below the ears here. Just wrap your finger underneath one ear and under his chin, and then your thumb on the exact opposite side. I'm not touching any of the hairs. It seems like I have a plenty. Oh yeah, look at that. That came off with relative ease. And it's a good thing too, because I just found out there's plastic in here, and that just wouldn't look good on the shelf. Alright, so having done that, just find the appropriate head. In this case, Yoda napping. And apply pressure until you feel that joint pop into place. Okay, the thing about Yoda is that he's almost hunchbacked by the time Luke finds him. So you're going to want to bend his legs a little bit. And that should put him at the proper posture. And also at the proper height. When I put the head back onto him, I should have put this necklace on first. I did it backwards here, so I'm going to have to find out. I think that this will go around one ear and then over the other. Yeah, there's a little bit of room there. So just pull that over. We've all seen Force users. We all know what they look like when they're doing the thing that they're doing. So just kind of bring Yoda's hands up, using his hands as a means to guide his mind to lift those objects into the air. So see what I've done here. I've got how I have one hand back like this and the other hand forward, It's like he's using one hand to control things on a particular axis and another hand to control things on the opposing axis, like a conductor in an orchestra. And we'll dial him in later. Right now what I want to do is I want to bring this bass in. And there are so many elements to this bass, including this fantastic little tree trunk. There are keys, notches in the key, that correspond with grooves. What you just have to do here is just figure out which notch applies to which. It's like fitting in a puzzle. Most of you have probably done something similar to this before. But yeah, it slides in there nicely. You can feel it's nice and snug. It doesn't wobble. Here's your 2 acrylic rods that we're going to use, and the corresponding bits of rock. Now, look, I can see here that it appears that there are multiple keyholes in here for this acrylic rod. So what you do here is just go ahead and insert the acrylic rod into the keyhole of your choice. Make sure it's in there nice and snug, and then slide it into the base. Easy peasy, yak and cheesy. Actually, in retrospect, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, aesthetically, I think it'll be more pleasing to see this rock floating over here. Yeah, slightly off the ground, and this one over here, slide that into the keyhole. And that'll provide more balance. My guess is that, and this is how I'm going to explain this from a storytelling perspective, that he's using the force so intensely to lift something out here that there's like a feedback effect going on that's lifting up these stones all around it. You can leave it like this, or you can incorporate these other elements that come along, such as this cane. Obviously there's going to be somewhere. So maybe have it right here, hooked up to this tree. Let's rotate it so you can see where I've got it. Or you could have it even higher and just lean up against the tree. This little light here that Yoda seems really, really fond of. Now what's really awesome about this is you can make this guy light up. And how you go about doing it is you'll need a very, very fine precision screwdriver, like this one that I have here, to get into the base. Once you get that unscrewed, pop, there we go. These tiny little batteries are very difficult to manage. I'll drop one down into the hole. Now the second one, I'm going to grab with a pair of needle nose pliers. Replace that door. And it takes some effort, but ultimately, even if you're only going to use it once or twice, it'll be worth it, especially if the purpose is photography. Then the reward is pretty cool. Yoda's journey in the Star Wars saga was epic and convoluted, and the best part of it took place towards the end on Dagobah. I mean, when you think about it, you're almost getting 2 characters in one here. And combined, the 2 of them represent the finest collectible figure set that I've seen in my collecting days.